snapping at my roommate after she kept using my stuff without asking and told me I should have bought her a train ticket because I owed her for shared shopping. She got really angry and then blocked me on everything. First of all, I apologize for writing such a long message, but I think there are some important details, and I tried to give the background properly. Still, I will try to summarize it as best as I can. I, F, and my friend, F, study at the same school, and by coincidence, we both earned an Erasmus spot at the same school in a European country. We handled all the necessary procedures to come here together. I want to remain completely anonymous, so I won't mention which country we came to or where we are from, as it could give clues about my identity. Right now, we are roommates here, and to be honest, I liked her more before getting to know her this closely. Before coming here, she forgot to bring the bank card she could use here, and the ATMs here charge high commission fees on her card. So whenever she needs to withdraw money, she sends it to me and I withdraw it with my card. Also, at the beginning, we weren't sure if her card would work here, so I paid for all the shopping, and she transferred the money to my bank account. Then we got used to doing it this way, and continued doing it for our joint grocery shopping as well. A few times, we did it the other way around. She paid with her card, and I transferred the money to her account. So there's a lot of back and forth about who paid for what and who owes whom. A few weeks ago, during a time when I didn't have classes, my mom came to visit, and we went on a trip together in this country. Before coming, we had asked her to bring some food and drinks that exist in our home country, but not here. My friend offered to pay for part of the cost of these items, but my mom refused. 1 or 2 days before she left, my mom and I did some grocery shopping together, and she bought both things I would need for a few weeks and some things she wanted to take back home. During that shopping trip, we also bought a few things my friend had asked me to get. Later, when she offered to pay for them, I said it wasn't necessary because I already owed her money. In the past few weeks, I observed that she was using the groceries that my mom bought for me during a recent shopping trip without asking me, opening packages without my permission, finishing off products that were nearly gone, etc. And I felt she was overusing them. Normally, we used to use shared groceries without asking each other and would share personal purchases in small amounts. I even found out that she took the last bottle of one of my small bottle drinks to her boyfriend, which made my mom really angry too. I didn't express my discomfort to her and decided to be patient since we don't have much time left here anyway. I was also hesitant to say anything. What bothered me wasn't her using what my mom brought from our home country, but what she bought specifically for me from the local supermarket. However, I noticed she finished off a half-full cookie package that I was trying to hide just to prevent her from using it, and that was the final straw for me. This happened the day before we were supposed to go on a trip to another city, and once we were on the trip, I couldn't bring myself to act warmly toward her. While we were walking around a market square in the city, she was looking at some items, and I wandered off to see the things I was curious about. Then, while she was taking a photo of something, I entered a small shop to check out some products, and just as I was leaving, she called me. I reached her right away, but she said, "Is it okay to disappear in 30 seconds like that?" I just said, "Okay." Then she said she wanted to sit down and have a drink. I told her I didn't want to spend too much money and that I had prepared a sandwich for myself the night before. I was very angry with her the night before, so while she was sleeping, I quietly prepared my own food, assuming she would bring something for herself as well. Maybe that was my mistake. But I still said we could sit somewhere together. While we were sitting, she started talking and basically said, "If you wanted to travel alone, you should have said so from the beginning. I woke up really excited this morning, but you're not even talking to me. I had to turn on my phone camera to check how the earrings looked on me because my friend wasn't there to help. When I suggested things to do, you didn't go along with it. You're the kind of person who should travel solo. I even took a photo of you on the train this morning and shared it on my Instagram story because I thought you looked beautiful, but you rudely told me to delete it. You lack thoughtfulness. I didn't want to have this talk because I didn't want to ruin the trip, but there's nothing left to ruin now." Her sharing my photo without asking really bothered me. I know people have different opinions on this. I didn't say anything in response. After that, we continued walking around as if nothing had happened, and I tried to be warmer. But later, her words didn't make much sense to me because it seemed like she was upset that I didn't just go along with everything she wanted. She doesn't know how I travel with other people, but she says, "You should travel alone." I mean, can't I look at what interests me at a market? Do I have to stay by her side the entire time? Or am I obligated to want to have a drink with her at that moment? Even though I didn't get a drink, I still sat down with her. Saying I lack thoughtfulness just because I was upset about her posting my photo felt like nonsense. Also, ever since we started living together, I've been the one trying to accommodate her needs. For example, when she wanted to sleep on the bottom bunk, I let her and took the top bunk. I agreed to watch the movies and shows she wants. When we travel, we visit the museum she chooses. I love walking and can walk for hours, but I take public transport because she gets tired quickly, which may seem silly, but it matters to me. When she plays music in our room or in the kitchen, even if I don't like it, I don't say anything and just listen. She smokes, so she always wants to sit outside. Even if I prefer indoors, I go along with her and sit outside. Once I played music in the kitchen, and when she heard it, she said, "I'm not in that mood at all right now." I replied, "Well, I'm in that mood." And she said, "Of course, if you're in the mood, that's all that matters." After that, I put on my headphones. Just before our last trip, when we saw that rain was forecasted, I said, "I don't mind walking in the rain." And she replied, "You're not the only one who matters." I answered, "I'll hold the umbrella for you." She has called me selfish several times just because I expressed my own preferences like that. Maybe the way I said it was wrong. But as I mentioned, I try to adjust to her needs. Sometimes I just state what I like, so she might also try to meet me halfway, but I guess she misunderstands, or maybe I really am wrong. Now I'd like to explain the most recent incident that led to our falling out. We were planning to go to a concert in another city, and while looking at train tickets, I said, "Could you buy your own ticket? I'll use my mom's card to pay for mine." She replied, "Okay, actually you owe me, so I thought you'd pay for mine too." I asked, "What debt?" And she said, "I went grocery shopping twice and bought some shared items. You need to pay for those." I replied, "But I didn't use all of that, and not everyone uses everything equally." She said, Fine. Should we start calculating by the gram who used what? And you don't want to buy milk with me, but you use mine. I said, at least I only take a little. I think we should stop buying things together altogether. I couldn't hold it anymore and added, don't forget how you've been using my stuff for 3 weeks and even took something to your boyfriend. Then I went to the bathroom. While I was in the bathroom, she sent me this message. Those things you say I used for 3 weeks were things your sweethearted mom bought for us, and you know very well that I offered to give you the receipts so I could pay you back. You didn't calculate, and you mixed everything up. We sorted it out with later shopping. I sent you 30 euros for those, so I hope you never bring this up again. And, by the way, when you come into the room at 4 a.m. and I'm sleeping, I'd appreciate it if you didn't turn on the lights and make noise and wake me up. Enjoy tomorrow. Bye. I responded. Those were things my sweethearted mom bought for me, and I clearly remember that I owed you for the brownie, socks, and sesame, and I told you that we were even, so you didn't need to send anything. I don't remember us correcting any mistakes in later shopping. We recalculated everything from scratch, and the light was on for maybe 20 seconds. Are you that intolerant? I've been listening to your snoring every night. Then she replied, you are an ugly person. Never speak to me again under any circumstances. After that, she removed herself from the YouTube family plan my mom was paying for, unfollowed me on Instagram, and removed me as a follower. This happened yesterday, and despite everything, I still came alone to the city where the concert is, and I plan to make the most of my time here. What do you think about this situation?